Which one do you want to leave here for somebody else? Thank you for making a great choice.
The Really Free Market is something that's been happening for a while in several places, New York City, San Francisco, several places in North Carolina, and it's been a real big success there, and I thought it would be a great thing to bring to Pasadena, to the LA area.
What kind of response do you get from people when they first hear about it?
You know, it's interesting. We actually had a few people who really almost couldn't bring themselves to take things without paying for it. And so we had one guy who just really kept trying to give money to anyone he could find. And we finally convinced him, you know, it's okay. There is such a thing as people being neighborly. We're not trying to make a buck off you. We just want to be neighbors. So
the idea behind it is sharing stuff that you have, or is it there's probably more than one reason behind it.
Yeah, you know, our culture is more and more dominated by the myth of kind of the business world, where you can't get anything without paying for it. I mean, everything you get, someone wants you to pay for it. So this is a way of reminding people that we can be a community again, and that we can be committed to each other. And so everyone here, you know, we're basically saying, it doesn't matter how much money you make, we care about you. You're part of our community and we care about you. And so it really has the effect of stripping away all the, you know, socioeconomic status. Really, we're all just people here. Yeah.
So in that context, do you get any negative feedback from maybe people that think you should be charging for stuff, or they have like a garage sale down the street and they think you're taking away their business?
Their business? We haven't had any negative feedback yet. I have heard that there has been a little bit of that in the other free markets, but we haven't had any of that at all. So far, people have responded pretty positively. So,
how many people come every week and every other week for this?
Our first event, we estimated it at over 150 people who came through and got books, clothing, ceramics, all kinds of things that, you know, people want and need. And it's been pretty hot this summer, so we've had probably about 100 people every time we make it. So.
Yeah, okay, you were talking about like consumer culture, and are you doing, is this kind of like a social statement in a way against consumer culture?
This is a social statement. It's a statement of solidarity with community members. So we're basically saying it doesn't matter to us how much money you make. It doesn't matter what your job is. We value you as a human being, and we're going to come together as a community. And we don't have to go outside the community and spend all our money, you know, bringing stuff in, throwing it away when we're done with it. We can share with each other.
Just the myth of the me society versus people sharing.
Yeah.
You know.
We really do live in a society that's just completely gripped by this myth of competition. You know, everywhere you look, there's competition, and everything you get, you know, someone wants you to pay for it. And what we're trying to do here is show people that there's a different way of living. It's just for 4 or 5 hours every month, we're going to create a space where we can be a community, where we don't have to spend money to be valued, and yeah, where we can just come together and have a good time. Play the guitar, bring a book we wrote. It's been interesting. We've had a few people who have kind of grabbed as much as they could, a little bit, but not much. And even that is understandable given the society we live in. We had one man who was almost unable to leave without giving money to someone. So he kept coming up to the pastor of the church that's hosting, and he just kept trying to give him money. And the pastor just kept saying, you know, we're here as the community, for the community. We don't want any money from you. And his wife finally convinced him that if they brought stuff to the next really, really free market, it would be okay to take stuff this time. So that was the only way we could get him to take anything, actually.
So he came back and brought stuff?
You know, I don't know.
But it was enough to convince him that it was okay to just take something for free.
Yeah, and we kind of had to twist his arm to keep him from giving us money.
Okay, so when people drive by and see it, they don't automatically know stuff's free. They might think it's like a church rummage sale or something.
Yeah.
So is it marked anywhere that it says everything's free, or do they walk in and kind of ask?
A lot of people are surprised when they find out it's free. A lot of them don't know until they've gotten everything they want, and that just adds to the joy. We have been advertising online and through Craigslist and that kind of thing, and letting people know that it's free, and also word of mouth is spreading. So a lot of people that you see here, their friends came to one of the events, and they were so surprised, and they loved it so much that they told all their friends to come here. So yeah.